everybody, how's it going, you guys? Mushkin here, you guys. And tonight, live on the WWE Network, we had one of my favorite nights and shows of the year. You know, as a wrestling fan, I love this night. You know, this is my favorite night other than WrestleMania itself. And it was the WWE Hall of Fame 2016, you guys. And I'm just going to get right into it because I have a feeling this video is going to be really long because I don't want to leave anybody out while talking about them. But, you know, it's a lot of people. There were like, what, 6 or 7 inductees this year. So let's just get on with it. So the night kicks off, you guys, with, of course, Jerry the King Lawler coming out and, you know, just starting the whole entire ceremony off itself. Also in the front row, I might let me just add this. Let me just add this in. We did see Shane O'Mac there at the Hall of Fame. I thought he wouldn't be there for some reason, but he was. It was awesome. But yeah. Anyway, so the first inductee of the night, you guys, was the Godfather. And to induct the Godfather, we had the APA. We had JBL and Ron Simmons come out, you guys. And then, you know, JBL is like, you know what? Godfather was part of an era, the Attitude Era, you know? And we did some crazy stuff, you know, and we were all brothers and stuff. And JBL was like, you know, let me tell some, you know, stories of the Godfather. And he starts off, he's like, you know, there's this one time, blah, blah, blah. And then Ron Simmons is just like, dude, stop. What are you doing? We're a family-friendly show. You're not supposed to say that. And JBL was like, oh, that's fine. I've got another story. So there's this one time that, you know, blah, blah, blah. And Ron Simmons was just like, dude, don't do that. And JBL was like, well, in that case, I guess there ain't no really story to tell. Let's just bring out the Godfather. Godfather comes out there with, of course, a bunch of beautiful girls. He gives a speech. His speech is really short. You know, nothing really special. He's like, you know, I'm more of a family guy rather than a speech dude. I'm more of a, you know, wait, what did I just say? I meant to say I'm more of a party dude, you know, rather than a speech dude. So, you know, let's just get on with it. He thanks his family, friends, says, you know, for the young cats in the business, I have this one tip that to, you know, enjoy the business as much as possible. And yeah, the next inductee of the night, you guys, was Stan Hansen. Now, I was really looking forward to seeing Stan Hansen being inducted because, like, everybody else who's getting inducted tonight, legends. And some of them wrestled in the 80s and stuff like that when they were first getting started out. But mostly, they got their careers established really well in the 90s, you know? And Stan Hansen was that one wrestler tonight where, you know, he was like old school, like back in the 70s, you know? And I love that because they have such good stories and I don't know, it's just more of that like golden era period, but it's just so much fun. I just love hearing, you know, stories from that time and even seeing wrestling from that time. Like when I can go back and watch like AWA or wrestling from like way back then, I'll do it, you know. So Stan Hansen, and induct Stan Hansen, we had Vader. Vader comes out there, he's like, don't let Stan fool you, alright? He's gonna come out there, make you believe he's a good guy, but he ain't. You know, one time he destroyed my eye, blah blah blah, and he gets these googly eyes, you know, glasses on and puts them on, and then, like, you know, he's just being funny and all that stuff. Stan Hansen comes out, thanks his family, friends, just like everybody else, pretty much. And you know, he says that, yeah, I did break Bruno Sammartino's neck, and, you know, at MSG and all that stuff. But, you know, also, like, you know, he thanks people. He thanks Bob Backlund for having such great matches with him, you know, and says, you know, Bob is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, and he thanks Andre the Giant for kicking off his career in Japan. So all that, and who got inducted next? Jacqueline. Yes, Jacqueline. So, you know, during this time, you guys, my laptop went dead. I don't know what happened. The volume stopped working. The charge ran out, even though it's fully charged. I don't know what was going on. So, I kind of missed most part of this induction, you know, but I did rewind it and watch it back. But the Dudleys come out there, you guys, and, you know, they're like, we've always been so tight with Jackie, and we've always been such good friends, and when we heard that she wanted us to induct her, it was such an honor, and all that stuff. And then they were talking about doing the dab. People laughing in the crowd. Like I said, my laptop was dead, so I don't know what's going on. But anyways, Jacqueline gets out there, you guys. She does the dab. Like, honestly, like, Jacqueline looks so beautiful tonight. And on top of that, she can do the dab. And she makes it look cool and good. Like, if my mom did the dab like that, like, I wouldn't have a problem with her doing it, you know? And Jacqueline's speech was really short, you know? Just thanked her family, you know, for, you know, supporting her when she first started out in this business. Said she got a, you know, head start right here in Dallas, Texas and all that stuff. And does the dab, like I said. And, you know, she was reading her speech off of a piece of paper, which I have no problem, like, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, because, like, mostly everybody did that tonight, you know, but I don't know, it's just kind of annoying when people do that, when they, like look straight at the paper, not even at the crowd. Like, she wasn't doing that, but, like, you know, I don't know, but I mean, that's just my opinion, you know, whatever. After that, you guys, they show a really cool package. I think they're calling it the Legacy Hall of Fame, something like that, where they were like, you know, honoring people like Pat O'Connor, Frank Gotch, you know, Luthez. Like, you know, I've heard of these people, especially Luthez. I've seen some of his matches too, which have been really great and technical and all that stuff. But, you know, they were honoring these people. Like, some of them never made it to the WWE, some did. And, like, it was so cool because, like, they were going back 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, you know, and they were just honoring them, and it was just so cool. And it's like, man, like wrestling, like the wrestling ring was so small, and those, you know, little video packages that they showed us from back in the day, and it was just so cool. Like, what a progression, you know, not just WWE, but like the whole entire wrestling world, like the indies and everything. Like, you know, I mean, that's just so cool. It kind of made me emotional, but it was really cool. After that, you guys, we had the induction of the night. A speech that I've been looking forward to, an induction that I've been looking forward to for a very long time now. And that was the Freebirds, you guys. And to induct the Freebirds was the New Day. Now, this was announced, I think, sometime last week I first saw on Instagram. And when I did, I was really kind of ticked off because I was like, the New Day, like, why are the New Day inducting the Freebirds? Like, it makes no sense. Like, I get that they're a tag team, I get that they're a hot tag team right now in the world of wrestling, especially in WWE. I get that, but like, why can't you get a guy like Kevin Von Erich, somebody who has history with the Freebirds, to induct him? Why can't you get a guy like Steve Austin to induct them? He loves the Freebirds. He grew up watching them. Why can't you get a guy like Ric Flair to induct them? Like, you know, it's just it was just running through my mind, and I was really mad, you know. But the New Day get out there and they address the issue. They're like, a lot of people have been wondering why we are inducting the Freebirds. And, you know, they gave their speech, and they're like, we're so alike, you know. We're charismatic, we're instrumental, we sing, we dance, we move our hips. The hips don't lie, man. Hashtag the hips don't lie, you know. And when they start talking and they start giving their speech about the Freebirds, like, I honestly didn't mind them inducting the Freebirds anymore because they were just making it so entertaining. They were making it relatable, and, you know, it was more of a fan's perspective, like, you know, somebody who didn't work with them, but a fan who grew up watching them, and, you know, and everybody can relate to that. So I really like that, you know. And then the Freebirds get out there, you guys, and this was for me speech of the night. Like, and this was one of my favorite speeches of all time, you know, as far as the Hall of Fame goes. You know, Ric Flair is one of my favorite speeches of all time, Ultimate Warrior, and now the Freebirds. Like, they went on for a good 45 minutes, somewhere along that time period, and like, everybody was okay with it because, you know, it was so much fun. It was so emotional because they were remembering the other Freebirds who couldn't be there anyway, and it just sucked, you know. And Jimmy Garvin was there, you know, and Michael Hayes, and everybody was so excited to see what Michael was wearing tonight. The award does go to him for the best Hall of Fame outfit ever. He was wearing like a white coat, like a white robe thingy, a white shirt that said something USA, Bad Streets USA, something like that. And then, of course, his hat. Of course, he had the fanny pack. Classic Michael Hayes, still wearing that thing of the fanny pack. Awesome. And they were just giving great speeches. Like, they were remembering a lot of people, like the Freebirds, like I said. And they were, like, you know, family, friends. And at times it did get emotional, but they kept it so entertaining. Like Michael told a story about, I think he was with Terry. I could be wrong. But, you know, they were at a bar one time, and, like, you know, Michael was playing Pac-Man. A guy comes up behind him. He pushes him or does something. Terry comes up behind him, takes the guy down, and he takes the guy down. He says, and he sees that he has a wooden leg, and Michael's like, that's the thing you're worried about right now? They make a run for it. The dude has a gun. He pulls out the gun. Michael and Terry are running down the street, right? And the dude is shooting. They stop, and Terry just starts laughing, and Michael's like, dude, we're like in a life-threatening situation here. What are you laughing about? And, you know, Terry's just like, he missed. And Michael's just like, oh my gosh. And that just cracked up the whole entire crowd, you guys. And they told a few Freebird stories, and it it was awesome. Like, you know, like, they were honestly so entertaining, especially Michael Hayes, you know. And Jimmy was like, what's the worst thing that could happen if we tell a few stories? You know, he could get fired, but other than that, you know. So, I mean, like, I love you. Like, I can go on and on about the Freebirds for a long time. And also, Kevin Von Erich did come out, you guys. He came out, he gave a little speech about, you know, facing the Freebirds and how, you know, family is important. And he lost his family, but, you know, along the road, man, like, the Freebirds were his family, the wrestlers, you know, all of those people were his family and are his family, you know, because they're always there for each other. And it's not always about blood. It's about, you know, like, love, you know, that's what makes up a true family. So, Kevin Von Erich gets out there, pretty cool. And also, Michael Hayes sings at the end, you guys. Bad Streets USA, I think. I did not expect that. Did not expect him to sing, but he does, and that just made my night so much more better. After that, you guys, we had the Big Boss Man go in. We had Slick inducting him, and he says, you know, he was a family man, and if you face the Big Boss Man, you made a lot of money. The Big Boss Man's 2 daughters, I think, and his wife come out, and you know, one of his daughters is like, you know, my daddy was around during the Attitude Era, and you know, sometimes kids at school would ask, what is your dad doing on TV? And it'd be kind of embarrassing, but you know, still. And they were like, you know, he's a family man, always gave back to the community. After that, we had Snoop Dogg get inducted, you guys, by John Cena. I didn't know John was gonna induct Snoop Dogg. I thought it'd be Sasha Banks. I was like, why isn't it Sasha? Like, everybody knows that they're already related, you know. But you know, John comes out there, and I was just like, you guys just had to get in to be part of, you know, some part of WrestleMania, whatever. Anyway, so John keeps it short and sweet. You know, Snoop Dogg comes out there. He's like, I'm part of the WWE universe, and you know, I saw, you know, people like I forgot who he mentioned, but he mentioned some old school wrestlers that he grew up and saw, and then you know, giving a shout out to Sasha Banks and how he took her to the 2008 WrestleMania 24, and when she met all of her favorite wrestlers, you know, that was the moment when she knew what she wanted to do. So you know, that's pretty cool. After that, we had the Warrior Award, I think. Yep, we had the Warrior Award. Dana Warrior, of course, Ultimate Warrior's wife, comes out there and just says, you know, keep on fighting. And I'm not going to go too much into detail because I want to speak more about the last speech of the night. But, you know, always fight, believe, and that's what the Warrior taught my girls. That's what he taught me. And then Joanne London comes out and, like, you know, gives a speech that I'm that woman, you know, for all the women out there who don't have a platform to speak. And I'm going to keep on fighting, keep on doing, you know, the good. And I'm proud and honored to get this Warrior Award tonight, pretty much. And, you know, and I really do like her. I mean, she really is a positive influence on everybody. You know, man, women, whoever you are, you know. And then the last speech of the night, you guys, the last inductee. We had Ric Flair inducting Sting, you guys. Funny, because Rick pulled out a piece of paper. He had his speech outlined. Apparently he didn't, because he got off track a lot of times. But you can't stop him. He had the longest Hall of Fame speech ever in, I think, history. You can't stop the dude. And he does tell some nice stories in here and there. You know, talks a little about Sting and how, you know, he's a good kid. Like, you know, love facing and all that stuff. And Sting comes out, you guys. The icon, man. And he talks about, like, you know, how he first started off. He did not know a thing about wrestling. He first started off with Ultimate Warrior on the West Coast, and Warrior would always talk about the Waffle House, and Sting had no idea what that was. And, you know, just, you know, just going from, you know, place to place and always giving back. He made a promise that, you know, if he makes it in this business, he will give back, you know, and that's exactly what he's done. You know, the humble times from when he had the flat top and the surfer Sting and all that stuff, you know, to Crowface, to everything, you know, and then, you know, Sting does officially announce that he will be retiring, that he has retired, and I've heard about this a week, 2 weeks ago. It did come out, and it was, you know, guessed that he'll probably officially announce it at the Hall of Fame, which he did tonight, and you know, everybody saw it coming. And he talks about like how he's proud that he's ending his career under the WWE umbrella, which I am too, because I've been a huge Sting fan, and to see him in the WWE ending his career right where it belongs is amazing. And here's the thing. I didn't know that Sting was going to end his career like that, you know, and everybody in the crowd was chanting Undertaker, because that's a dream match, you know, Undertaker versus Sting. And, you know, like, the news came out, a week or 2 weeks ago, and his last match, you guys, listen to this, you know, because it means a lot to me. His last match was against Seth Rollins, like, last physical wrestling match against Seth Rollins at Night of Champions, Houston, Texas, and that was in September of last year of 2015, and I was there. Like not a lot of people get to see Sting at all live, especially at the WWE, because he's only wrestled 2 matches, and he's been on Raw a handful of times, you know, and I got to see him, you guys. I got to see him wrestle his last match, and I got to see Sting for the first and for the last time wrestling for me, you know, and that's crazy, because, like, man, like, I know there's those WCW fans out there who've been watching, and I'm 16. I've been watching Sting for a while too, maybe not in the WWE, but I've been watching him for a long time. So that was, like when I went to Night of Champions, it was like, holy crap, I'm seeing Sting. But now, reflecting back on it and knowing that was his last match against Seth Rollins, and I was there, and I have videos, I have pictures of that match, I have, like, everything, you know, that means a lot to me. Like, honestly, Like, I've never been there for a person's, you know, last match, and I was there for Sting's last match, and that means a lot to me. But anyways, you know, Sting ends with that note, and he grabs his baseball bat, and he says, "This isn't goodbye. This is just see you later, because I will see you later in the WWE." And, you know, that's pretty much it. That's where the night ends, you guys. And that's it for this video, you guys. I'm pretty sure this video was long, but it was worth it. I had fun making it, so hopefully you had fun watching it. And yeah, you guys, that's it for this video. I hope you've had a good day. I had a good day watching the Hall of Fame, and have the happiest of happy days, you guys. And I'll see you very soon. Bye!